So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood, the telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about? Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions. Just this way. Keep following. Just this way. Keep following. Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
I'm the heavy hitter around
Resources, y'all.
around.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin, Mallory, and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tonilia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Maven Black-Briar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Black-Briar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arangoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison. Well, lad, I'd do just as well drawing a blade across my own neck. Where did this foolish request come from? Huh. So Sibi finally got the nerve to bare his teeth, eh? Look, this sounds like a family matter, and I don't want the guild in the middle of it. You do what you want. Just don't expect us at your back when Maven has your head on the executioner's block. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Don't you have better things to do than disturb me? I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way. I'm watching you. A word of advice. Don't disappoint me. A word of advice. Don't disappoint me.
I'm right behind you. I'll show you what I know.
I wanted to say something to you. I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed how well you're doing around here. Just keep it between us, okay? Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief. I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. I made a great deal of gold doing it, too. It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy. Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own. The last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again. I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief, rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that. I'm sure we'll speak again.
Come here a second.
What's going on? Some other time, perhaps. I'm sure we'll speak again. I'm sure we'll speak again.
Hey. Let's talk a second.
What's going on?
Want to talk? Go ahead.
You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know. It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, and we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot, and made our way out. Well, it was, up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run, so I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her. Are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran, and I ran, straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften. Vex was waiting for me at the Flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me and laughed. Well, I had forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back, and arrived hours before I did. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself. I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling. I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Tonilia. She's the guild's fence. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, and you'll have the whole guild to answer to. Need any more pickpocket training? You just let me know. If you need pickpocket training, just let me know. Need pickpocket training? You just let me know. Hey, how's it going? Need pickpocket training? Need any more pickpocket training? You just let me know. What are you doing that?
Keep your hands to yourself. Got a minute? Wanted to say something. My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Be seeing you. I've never seen anyone with skills like yours. I just wanted to let you know that if you need anything, you can talk to me. Keep to the shadows. Hey, good to see you. Keep to the shadows. Something I can help with, or do you just want to talk? Keep to the shadows. Keep to the shadows.
Back from a job, huh? Hope it went well. Look, if I was a little harsh before, I just want you to know it's because you were new. Know what I mean? Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business. Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. Maybe I'll see you around the guild. Back from a job, huh? Hope it went well. Maybe I'll see you around the guild. Want to talk? Go ahead. Maybe I'll see you around the guild. Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you? Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
Hey!
Back from a job, huh?
I want to talk to
Hope
you.
it went well.
Now.
Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
Keep your hands to yourself.
You're pretty tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin for the guild. Making us look good, too. Let me know if you need anything, okay? I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. Always a pleasure. You want to talk to me? Okay. Go and pick some fights. Need something? Go and pick some fights. Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? Go and pick some fights. Go and pick some fights.
Back from a job, huh? Hope it went well. Want to talk? Go ahead.
Yeah?
A lot of people are beginning to get impressed with you here, me included. Just wanted to let you know. I used to live in Valenwood, working at my father's winery. We made the finest wine to ever cross your lips, I promise you. We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge mansion, and I was even betrothed to a lovely young woman. Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring routine. Working at the winery, social visits with friends, parties with no one I cared about. I just wanted a little excitement. Something dangerous. I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. I was running with them because it fit. Made me feel alive. Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. He confronted me one night and gave me a choice. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. Gave me a day to say my goodbyes to everyone. I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Black-Briar mead. Just about the best tasting mead in all of Skyrim. If talking your way out of trouble isn't enough, you could always pick up some training from Delvin, Vex, or Viper. Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. Helped me out of a jam more than once. Come find me if you need more marksman training. What's on your mind? Come find me if you need more marksman training. If you need marksman training, and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you. If you ever need more practice with the bow, just grab me. Come find me if you need more marksman training. What's on your mind? If you ever need more practice with the bow, just grab me. You could have just...
Get away from me.
What's on your mind?
Aye.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us. Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Well, you could always speak to Delvin or Vex if you're looking for extra work. Or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down here. Delvin, Vex, Neroin, and Viper can give you a leg up on that. Now, if you'll excuse me. Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back. If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up. Stick to the rules and you'll end up rich. Break them, and you're out on your arse. Simple, right? Speak. Need something? Speak.
All eyes are on you. Don't disappoint us.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. All right then. I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try anything. The last person that made trouble for Vekel ended up floating in the canal. Catch my drift? All right then. Yes? All right then. All right then.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Now you I like. I've been getting sick of the pushovers that usually walk in here. I think you and I are gonna get along just fine. Now it's time to get your feet wet, and I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before they realize what's going on. The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there, or you forfeit the payment. You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Fine. Here's everything you need to know. Out with it. Time is money. Are you kidding me? Ever since the guild's luck turned sour, we haven't had a coin to our name. And when the coin dried up, that's when people started to leave. We had the best of everything down here. the Ratway was a damn palace. The only way this place will ever return to its glory days is if we can finish these extra jobs and start the gold flowing again. The Flagon was once a city beneath the city. We had our own smith, our own alchemist, you name it. If we can make a name for ourselves in Skyrim once again, I can almost promise you those merchants would return. Best of all, we'd have enough gold to throw around so we could start living in the lap of luxury again. If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job, Tonilia is the best fence around. And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills. Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baranziah. Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baranziah's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks. I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit, and no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck. No one dies. Remember that. We're not assassins. Steal anything worth talking about? I don't want a trail of dead bodies leading here. Keep it clean. Well, you done or what? Keep to the shadows and you'll do fine. Back with good news, I trust? Keep to the shadows and you'll do fine. Out with it. Time is money. No one dies. Remember that. We're not assassins. Back with good news, I trust? No one dies. Remember that. We're not assassins.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. The Flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. Years ago, the guild used to have a foothold in every major city in Skyrim. You wouldn't dare even lift an apple without checking with us. When things started going downhill around here, it became difficult to keep it all together. We lost fences, influential contacts, and coin. It wasn't long before we lost what we depend on to survive. respect. By doing these extra jobs and putting some fear into the people, we can take back the cities and start being taken seriously once again. Thanks to Maven Black-Briar, we still have some pull in Riften, but get arrested in Whiterun and you'll be tossed right into the prisons. If we gain the confidence of someone very influential who lives there by doing a unique job for them, we'll be able to have some leverage there too. The only way we get that special job is by doing smaller ones in those cities until we catch their ear. Then, they'll contact me, and we're off. If you're looking to get some coin for the fruits of your labor, you should talk to Tonilia. She sounds tough, but she'll cut you a fair deal. I also suggest you spend some time in the training room. Just talk to Vipper. He'll show you around. Watch yourself out there. The mercenaries Arengoth hire to train killers. Just ask our poor little Vex. Who in their right mind would be stupid enough to pay you to steal from Maven? Guess I should have known. Maven and Civvy have been at odds ever since she had him tossed into jail. Look, if I were you, I'd proceed carefully. Crossing Maven is one of the first things you learn not to do when you're down here. As far as the guild's concerned, this is between Civvy and Maven, so we're going to officially stay out of it. I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs, the ones with a more personal touch. If breaking's a more your thing, go talk to Vex. Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing? Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and you'll do fine. Let me give you the details. Pull up a seat.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me. I don't know about the others, but I sure am glad to see a fresh face down here. The Flagon used to be packed every night with the boys from the guild. But now, look at it. Last few years have been pretty bad. I've almost closed this place up. Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature, looking for some particular books. I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you. Then we have a deal. In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to perform his, experiments. Only rumors. He used to have a home in Dawnstar until they burned it down. The people say he was doing unspeakable experiments on reanimation. Rituals only a necromancer would perform. After he made for Ingvild, he was never heard from again. Recently, a woman was found, naked and shivering along the road to Dawnstar. The only information the guard could get from her were tales of strange experiments, and Arundel scribbling in his journals. All right, then. It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them. It's been a long time since anyone joined us. Seems like people are in a rush to leave. Until next time. I hear even the simple jobs are becoming difficult. It never used to be like this. Mm-hmm. Less coin in everyone's pocket means less coin in mine. Something has to change soon. Or I may as well pack this place up and leave it for the skeevers. Mm-hmm. All right, then. Mm-hmm.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold. Whoa, whoa! What's the magic? Those have good fancy magic come from City's quiet enough now, but when the sun goes down, you best keep on your guard.
What's the hurry?
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman?
Let me out of here, damn it. I'm not a criminal. This is what happens to you when you speak your mind in this city.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold. Huh?
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale, Honeyside. See the steward in the keep if you want it.
How can I help a brother Nord?
Let me out of here, damn it. I'm not a criminal. This is what happens to you when you speak your mind in this city.
You must be
They
one of
threw
those
me in here
wizards
because I called
from the
Ulfric a liar,
college in Winterhold.
a deceiver. Ulfric doesn't care about Talos. He yearns for the throne of Skyrim, and he'll say anything to rally people to his side. But now, because of Ulfric's greed, countless lives have been lost. On second thought, maybe I'm better off in here. At least I'll die with a clear conscience. Hi there. Yes?
Hey, you mix potions, right?
Brynjolf sent you to rub it in? Because Big Bad Brynjolf doesn't like the way I play thief. Look, he says we needed coin, so I got coin. Who cares if people got hurt? Blood washes off septums. Now I'm sitting in here counting skeever droppings while he's drinking Black-Briar mead with Maven. Hey, if you're in good with Maven, you've pretty much got it made. She's got friends in high places, and I don't just mean in Skyrim. So getting the guards to throw me in here as a punishment was about as easy as falling off a log. I got into a scrap a few years ago at the Ragged Flagon. Some idiot who stole himself a guard's sword and kept boasting about it. He's making too much racket, and I'm trying to get Vex drunk, so I tell him to keep it down, and he just runs me through. Yeah, I was lucky, though. After Vex tore the guy to pieces, she gave me a potion. If she hadn't have been there... Anyway, after I got back to the guild, I decided to start calling myself Twice Killed. Yeah, but twice killed has more of a ring to it. You didn't need to leave so soon.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
This is unfair. I'm innocent. Who did this to me?
My skill in battle is unmatched.
Come to the right place.
Fortunately for
Pull up
you,
a seat.
that skill can be bought.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected. Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. The Black-Briar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit. I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people. Don't tell me. Sibby and Louis Letrush? Well, Sibby is in jail, and Letrush is certainly welcome to try. My hired help is more than a match for him. Really? Now that is interesting. Then you should know that Louis and I have a certain history. Tell you what, go along with his plans for now. I'll keep an eye on you both, and when the time is right, I'll settle accounts with Louis.
So what if I have a problem? I never deal with it.
Hello there. Can I pour you a Black-Briar mead?
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company,
Hail, companion.
I've got your back. You lead, I'll follow.